Hey guys, before I get into this real quick, this is not really like this is not a wrestling promo, and this is like not a Nerd Herders thing, and unfortunately it's not the web series I talked about trying to do, whatever like that. This is pretty much about everything going on, and something like I have been bottling all this stuff inside, so this is not Damian Dragon of wrestling, this is not Damian Dragon of Nerd Herders, this is not, you know, anything like that. This is as real as it's gonna get. I've actually been sitting in front of this web camera for the last 2 hours since I posted I was gonna do something. Pretty much terrified and scared out of my mind how to go about this and everything like that. So pretty much, you know, regarding the Deadpool web series getting pulled by Marvel, and seeing the numbers with the petition and everything like that. And I want to thank everybody that's supported, all the pages, all the individual people. If I'd be here forever, you know, just giving shout outs to everybody and everything like that. And I wish I could. And this will probably run on long enough as it is. So if you're watching and you stick to the whole thing, thank you. And God bless you for listening to me ramble. But basically, I'm a guy who's always worn his heart on his sleeve. And sometimes that people have said that's, I'm too emotional or whatever like that. But you know what? That's just who I am. And at 36 years old, almost 40, it's part of who I am. It's something I'm proud of. Not a lot of people are able to do that. So anyway, we were doing great, with Blinky Productions' Deadpool web series. We almost hit 4,000 hits before we were pulled by Marvel and everything like that. And the whole thing with the petition is not so much to save our show. We're literally using ourselves as a symbol for all of you fan filmmakers, all you cosplay makers, and everybody in general chasing a dream. That this is happening to, because there was no financial gain ever being made. Lord knows I hardly have any money at all to ever spare. I make $12 an hour supporting a wife and 2 kids. That's a fact, and a job that I'm absolutely miserable at. And if anybody coworkers say this, yeah, I'm miserable. Other than my family, other than when I'm in the ring, other than when I'm doing Nerd Herders, and other than when I'm putting on that Deadpool costume and hanging out with the Bleaky Productions crew, I'm miserable. And the reason is I'm someone who's my whole life either gotten close to something and lost that opportunity, or just don't have the confidence at all. Despite what I display in front of a camera, in a wrestling ring, or whatever the case may be, or in front of people, I have no confidence at all in things that I do. I took it very personally when I got trolled on that I was fat and everything like that, and that's why I'm starting this extreme diet. Other than for the Super 8, trying to get in great possible shape for that, and even that's a basis of comparison because I look at other guys that are in that, and I go, man, I'm not in that shape, and am I just like the sentimental guy that was put in and everything like that? And everybody else looks phenomenal shape, and I feel like I look like crap, and I'm the skinny guy and everything like that, so I'm doing it for that. And then the Deadpool web series thing too, I look at myself in a suit and I'm like, man, I'm so fat and out of shape, and I'm trying to get in better shape for that, so Chris has a better production, and I just personally feel I look better and look the part, and even still getting trolled on, and that's gonna happen. People can probably troll on this video too, and you do what you do. It's kind of ridiculous that nerds have become the bullies when we were bullied our whole entire lives. And you didn't like it, and here you are doing it to other people. So, good job, guys. Good job. Way to be the better man. And stop all this bullshit that's literally been going on. But anyway, and again, it's probably going to bounce around quite a bit, but back to the Deadpool web series. We're literally being a symbol for every fan filmmaker that's being pulled down. By Marvel or anything like that. Again, there was no commercial profit ever being made, and anything like that. Any support we were looking for was simply to just better the product, make it better for fans, and show them we can do something incredible. And this is the thing, it wasn't something you just took away from fans. It wasn't something you just took away from us. Some people were like, oh, it's just, them, it's just some fanboys paying homage to a character. Well, this is the thing. It's more than that. It's deeper than that. And this goes for everybody across the board, whether it be wrestling, whether it be a radio podcast like my wife and I do, whether it be a writer who writes a blog, anything. It's also the pursuit of a dream for something better. We're in an economic age where everybody is struggling. Like I said, I support a wife and 2 kids by myself at $12 an hour. It's not easy. It's difficult, and it's a struggle every day. It's a struggle every week when I get my paycheck and within a couple hours after receiving it, I'm flat broke. It's a struggle every day that I'm still holding on to Christmas money in my wallet that I have not spent because I just don't know. I don't feel right that I should be spending it on something I enjoy or anything like that, because you never know. And it sucks at almost 40 years old. And the people in Blinky Productions, some are fanboys, but let me tell you, not all of them are. And they were all strangers I met that are all now amazingly great friends that I've made outside of the wrestling industry, as well as those that I've made in the wrestling industry. But amazing, wonderful people, and it's all one thing: the pursuit for something better. Myself personally, I wasn't looking to be a superstar or anything like that. I was just hoping it could open the opportunity and doors to something better, from myself, to feel better about me personally, and more accomplished at in my middle ages, and not struggling. And also, something I was doing for my family, because the coolest thing my wife said was, as cool as these kids think it is that you're a wrestler, it's going to be like 1,000 times cooler that you're playing a superhero. And a superhero we all love in this house, and that's true, and that's a fact. And it was, and it is an amazing feeling. My youngest son plays that DVD like all day long and everything like that. And that's not exaggeration, that's the truth. And it's an amazing feeling that he points at Deadpool character and now he associates it with Daddy. And my 7-year-old does the same thing and everything. My wife has been incredibly supportive in probably the toughest schedule I've ever had. This is the first Saturday I've had home in weeks, maybe even months. I was actually supposed to go to a meeting today with Blinky Productions in lieu of everything that we've had going on, and it turned out I get to be home today. So on top of catching up with a bazillion other things, I'm literally going to try to force myself to just give back to them, their husband and daddy that hasn't been here that much, because tomorrow I go back, to Blinky Productions and we go back to work. It's literally, I'm working usually 7 days a week, on everything that I do. My wife Foxy is amazing. She writes, she vlogs, she blogs, she handles Nerd Herders, and then on her own, because she believed in the project so much, and because nobody messes with Mama Wolf and her cubs, she took on this fight for us with this Deadpool web series thing. So looking at the numbers, it's amazing. We're almost at 400 people signs, but I'm not asking just fans of the series to sign. I'm not just asking cosplayers. I'm asking everybody, because again, this is something bigger. This is people that are in pursuit of something better for their lives. I was a fan of Chris's for the last 6 years, and when I finally got to talk to him and really get approached with this after 3 years of knowing him, it's been amazing. And the fact that he handpicked me to do this, and I am amongst people that have been trained and gone to school and pursuing a dream for something better. And Marvel pulling us, it was really a shot in the gut, because again, like I said, it wasn't us trying to make money on it or anything like that. It was people looking to make their lives better, pursuing a dream. Chris pursuing a dream. I mean, the guy had 14 films of his work pulled. That's years of work pulled in an instant because of a misunderstanding. Again, there was never any copyright infringement or anything of that intended. And on top of that, the fact that he was singled out, because if you search YouTube right now, every other Deadpool fan film or anything like that is there. And now, Disney's pulling Star Wars fan films and everything like that, and you got to cease and desist. So it's like, you might as well tell kids they can't go outside and pretend to be Superman. You might as well tell kids to go outside and they can't pretend to be their favorite wrestler or whatever the case may be. Because you know what, again, it's an homage to those characters and those people. It's pretending to be something that you're not and escaping who you are, because reality sucks bad. It freaking sucks. And here I am, like I said, late in my age, almost 40 years old, still struggling with life financially and everything, struggling more so with who I am as if I was still a teenager. So I'm putting this out there, guys, please share this around. Everybody, please sign this petition, share it with friends, show them this video. Even if you've never watched the show, even if you don't, like comic books, you don't like superheroes, you don't like wrestling. It's a matter of, this is about people trying to do something better and trying to, pursue their dreams and everything like that, and being stopped. Why? You know, why? Why is it only reserved for the few? Why is it only reserved for a select few? You know, another feeling was we were trolled out by someone else, you know, who was making fan films that didn't like what we were doing and didn't like the success we were getting. I mean, we were having amazing success. We were on IMDb for a reason. We were #2 and then #1 on their list of 598 shows for a reason. We were covered all over for a reason. And, you know, one website, I'm going to remain nameless, has the strongest amount of trolls, and they hated us. But you know what? We use that as fuel to make things better as best as possible within whatever minimal financial means we had. And we were never making money off this. It's just a pursuit for something better. And that's all it is. Everything I do is a pursuit for something better. Nerd Herders is a pursuit for something better. When I put my graphic arts out there and I'm not confident in it at all, I've stopped myself from so many dreams. I stopped myself from chasing being a comic book artist because I just, by basis of comparison, I don't think I'm that good. I stopped myself from really pursuing wrestling the way I wanted to because of basis comparison. I've always done this. But for the first time in my life, I have something that makes me feel like I'm finally headed in the right direction, and then it was taken away. And that hurts a lot because this is like, to me personally, I know people say it's not true, but to me personally, this late in my life and the life I lead, and I can sit here and explain it as much as I want to, you still won't understand because you're not me the same way I'm not you. This was my dream and my chance at something better. It's like the Super 8. The Super 8 means everything to me. I have chased this for 17 years. Wrestling has taken up almost 20 years of my life, and I have sacrificed my best friend's wedding twice. I have sacrificed so many things. My wife goes to weddings and events and feels like, you know, a single parent and everything like that because I'm off wrestling and I'm off doing whatever. I got close to Ring of Honor and they never called me back, and there's no begrudgment whatsoever, but it's just the fact of the matter is it's another one of the situations that fell into my life where it's like it just fell short when I got so close. And why? You know, the Super 8 means everything to me, and I've implored people to come out and watch it. It's not because of the wrestling. It's because this is something I've chased my whole life, and it's something that's, I don't know, it's just, you know, justifying the last 17 years that I've put into it and not feel like a waste of what I've done. I never got to tour Japan like I wanted to. I never got to go to Mexico like I wanted to. I never got to do any of the things I really wanted to, but I always wanted this from day one. And that's the thing with the Deadpool web series. I've wanted to work with Chris for 6 years. I always wanted to be an actor, and here I am working with amazingly talented, trained actors who've been so cool to me and teaching me as much as they can. And I'm in awe of watching them every single time. And I've been learning, but on top of that, I have made some amazing friends. I would walk into Chris's house and feel starstruck, and every now and again I still do. But now, you know, we're friends. I walk in and it's the most amazing environment. So guys, if you've sat through this, it's almost 13 minutes. If you've sat through this, you know, pardon the kids in the background, thanks for listening. I'll put the link in for the petition. Please check out the petition. Please spread this around. Everyone that follows me on Twitter, everyone that follows me on my Facebook regular page and my fan page, please, even if you don't like the project, if you don't like what we were doing, it's a stand for everybody else that's just chasing a dream. And that's all we're doing. We're chasing a dream and also just chasing something better at life. Trying to make our lives better and survive in like this horrible time. So that's pretty much it. Yeah, so guys, you know, share this around, share this with friends and everything like that, even if they don't know me. But just share it, because this is a call for people pursuing just a better life and everything. And my phone won't stop going off. But anyway, that's it, guys. Thanks for watching this like 14 some odd minute video and everything like that. Spread the word around the petition. Spread it around to everybody like wildfire, please, and get them to sign it. We're trying to hit 1,000 or more tweet signatures and everything. Everybody that does support me in wrestling in this project, I want to thank you all so much for just supporting a regular guy. I'm nobody special. I've never looked at myself as anything special. So thank you for your love. Thank you for your support. Thank you for your follows. Thank you for your tweets. Thank you for your emails. Thank you for everything. And yeah, sign that petition. With that being said, I'm going to go get caught up with life. Take care, guys.